circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I think an awful lot's going to be asked of this fella Zubamendi here, but being such a smart player, I expect him to pass the test with flying colours. He's making up the extra centre-half at times, as well as making those deep, long runs towards the box. I think a cracking player with a very disciplined game.
Okay, interesting. Taliafico. Well, that's beautifully weighted. De Paul. Spread out to the left. Tries to get it clear. That's Rodrigo De Paul. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And claimed it back swiftly. Mikel Oyarzabal. Yamal. Taliafico. That's really well manoeuvred. Yamal. Nico Williams. Taliafico. Otamendi. Romero. Montiel. Nico Williams wins the duel this time. Now it's Oyarzabal. Great defending, strong and determined. Otamendi. Messi. Fernandez, aim forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mikel Merino tries to dink it through. He has found a way through. Taliafico. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And Martinez! Lenormand attempts a clearance. Mikel Oyarzabal. Nico Williams. Nico Williams. And it's played forward. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. Martinez. Knocks it out wide. Messi! Licked with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Nicely intercepted. Messi. Montiel. McAllister. De Paul played into space.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand
Gone for a throw
as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Taliafico. There are a few waiting for it. And it's hoisted clear, and that gets things running. And he shoots! Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched. Subimendi. Lenormand. Aim forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Subimendi. Lenormand getting this one clear. Pedri! Pedri! And that's a real chance.
That could get through very
Taliafico.
difficult. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
That's a cute ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Lenormand forwards and with intent. Messi. Montiel. Messi. That has found him in acres of space. Oh, it's come loose. Mikel Merino did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Subimendi. Spain starting the game with good energy, looking to take control of proceedings if they can. Pedro Porro. And here's Oyarzabal. He's beaten Oyarzabal! Wonderful!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. Spain, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Messi. Argentina are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. McAllister. Argentina suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Well, I would think, Peter, that this team needs help from the experience within. That should help begin the recovery at least.
Subimendi. And it's Pedri. Always onto this. Messi. Merino. Trying to get their passing game going here, Jim. Just plotting a route round their opponents.
Yeah, just keep things nice, short, crisp, and let the ball do all the work, and it ought to pay off for them as well.
McAllister. De Paul. De Paul played out to the left flank. Lovely feet. Aimed in. Oh, what a climb! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, they could be caught out here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Nico Williams. He's having a shot! And they've got rid. McAllister. Argentina needing to chase the game already. Howson gets good distance on it. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Gets into some space. Showing good feet. Can he deliver? That's good defending, very good defending. Nico Williams. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Romero, gently done. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Yamal does really well to win the ball there. He's found a way through. Otamendi. Moved on forwards. Tagliafico could try cutting inside here. Cleared away.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. Out to the left it goes. Cucurella puts the ball. There's the shot! Yamal. Lovely bit of skill. Yamal! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Martinez. Succumbs to the pressure. Lenormand. Argentina are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Pedro Porro. Merino. And it's played forward. Pedri. Played in deep. Montiel clears it away. Martinez. Otamendi. Oh, can he get onto this? Well timed, excellent interception. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Pedri. Pedri played over towards the opposite flank. Over to the left. Chance to deliver. No, that's not going to find its target. And it's Merino. Now that's well seen too. Montiel. That's really well manoeuvred. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Oyarzabal. Williams. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Nicely shaped. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Argentina, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Fernandez. Otamendi. McAllister. Otamendi. Early ball out from the back. Subimendi. Nico Williams. Now he's off and running. Messi. The pull, it's a delicate pass. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Subimendi. Montiel. Fernandez. McAllister. Tagliafico. No way through there. Nico Williams. Pedri. Pedri, gently done. Corner then. Pedri plays it short. Looking for a decent ball in. Pedri. And that has been cleared. Martinez. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Tagliafico, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Cucurella. Lenormand. Merino. Yamal. Lenormand. Lenormand shifted upfield. Tagliafico. Otamendi forwards and with intent. McAllister, aim forwards. Can he get onto this? Merino. Pedro Porro. Lenormand. Yamal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's shifting through the gears here.
That has to be a lesson learned. You can't just blindly cross the ball into the box with no attacking presence.
Throw it. Otamendi. Romero, gently done. Played down the flank. That's tidy. And it's Fernandez. Fernandez played out towards the right wing. Now who's going to be first to this? Ball comes in. Oh, great header! Great effort. He flew in with courage.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
Merino. Lenormand forwards and with intent. Otamendi. Romero. McAllister. Otamendi. Clearly not happy with that. Tagliafico. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, that is shapes to shoot! Cleared without complication. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position there.
Argentina grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Cucurella looks to the other side. Yamal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Otamendi. Now it's Martinez. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Lenormand. Pedri. Subimendi. Lenormand. Tagliafico. Tagliafico. The referee's awarded a free kick. Lenormand. Pedri. Nico Williams. Nice defending, it's got the job done. That pass has been well intercepted. Taliafico. Crosses it in here. Pedri. Cucurella. Moved on forwards. Oh, Red, nice interception. McAllister. Fernandez. Messi. Montiel. Nice control. Subimendi. Howson. Cucurella. Romero. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And it's Messi. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Oyarzabal. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Cucurella. Oh, that's neat. And it's played into the middle. Otamendi getting this one clear. Danger averted for now. Howson. Lenormand. Yamal. Merino. De Paul. Messi. Montiel. Romero. It's a quick ball upfield. Unai Simon gets it clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Otamendi. And it's played forward. Lenormand with the clearance. Martinez. And the shot!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And it's Otamendi. De Paul. De Paul! That's going to go a long way. Taliafico. He can get that clear. That'll be a throw. McAllister. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Merino. Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. Pedro Porro. That's really well manoeuvred. And the cross comes in. Here's a chance! Oh, that's a waste.
Spain really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Taliafico. McAllister. Messi. Romero. McAllister. Otamendi. Otamendi shifted upfield. Pedro Porro. It looked as though that might lead to... And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he has shown him a yellow card. Yamal. Nice looking ball. Now it's Williams. He is through here. Pedri. Oh, nice touch. And it's Zubimendi. Shoots! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Romero. Martinez is onto it in a flash. Nico Williams. Romero, aim forwards. Montiel. Messi. Played with finesse. And that has been cleared. It's a mighty effort! Well, couldn't quite control it.
That's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Merino. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So once again, we're underway.
Argentina are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Otamendi. Fernandez. Messi. McAllister. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cucurella. The normal. Merino. Pedri. Nico Williams looks to get on the end of this. De Paul, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And it's Cucurella. So who's he picking out? Williams. Plenty waiting in the middle. That's good play. Now that's a fine challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Cross goes in there. Messi. It's run loose here. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Williams. Tries a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Fernandez. McAllister. Otamendi. Tagliafico. Otamendi gently done. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Merino. Howson. The normal. That's really well manoeuvred. Fernandez. McAllister. De Paul. Messi done delicately. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's there to get it away. And that's a throw. Montiel. And it's Messi. Messi in acres of space out wide. That's an excellent interception. Yamal. Nico Williams. Muscular approach does pay off here. De Paul. McAllister. De Paul. Pedri. Spread out to the left. Cucurella. Howson. Zubimendi. Lenormand shifted upfield. Merino. Yamal. Zubimendi. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Picks it up out wide. And here's Pedri. Zubimendi. And here's Pedri. Caught offside that time. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Howson. Fernandez. Great defending, strong and determined. Pedro Porro. And here's Yamal. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Otamendi attempts a clearance. It'll be a throw-in. Nico Williams tries a cross. Otamendi can get it clear. Moved on forwards. And here's Oyarzabal. Tagliafico. Martinez under intense pressure.
Listen, it's not nice and it's not clever, Peter, but it has to be done when he tries to make one of those telling runs.
Martinez, now he's off and running. Cucurella. Merino. Otamendi. McAllister. Montiel. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Merino. Subimendi. Cucurella forwards and with intent. Nico Williams. Pedri looking for a runner. Calmly anticipates. Howson. Lenormand aim forwards. And it's Cucurella. Messi looking to add to his goal. And the counter is on. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Howson. Subimendi. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's got away. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Nico Williams. So we've reached the hour mark. Howson. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. De Paul. Tagliafico. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, it's come loose. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Howson, oh, good spread. And it's Marino. Pedro Porro. Wins the duel this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Fernandez. McAllister. McAllister, gently done. Lenormand. Pedro Porro. Subimendi. Merino. Subimendi. Lenormand. Montiel cuts it out. Lenormand gets across to intercept that. Pedri. Howson shifted upfield. Cucurella. Now then, the ball's come loose. Tagliafico. Tagliafico goes on a run down the left wing. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. That's a nicely weighted pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi. And here's... And Martinez! And it's been played through. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Fernandez. And it's Pedri. Merino. Yamal. Pedro Porro. And here's Oyarzabal. Merino. Zubimendi. Yamal. Oh, such a clever touch. And here's Oyarzabal. Pedro Porro. A header! Goal, Spain! And they're back in front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Pedri demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Martinez laid out to the left. To Paul! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
De Paul is offering a right smile there.
Nico Williams. Nico Williams. Great work on the overlap. Cucurella. And a chance! It's a loose ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Romero tries to... Great chance! And again! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Defending of the desperate variety. Tagliafico clears it away. Played out to the right, played into the middle.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Romero, Fernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. And the pass is intercepted. Howson. Oh, that's a nice ball. Messi cuts out the pass. Zubimendi. Nico Williams. Zubimendi. The normal. Oh, this looks sharp. Overhit and out of play. McAllister. Tagliafico. Moved on forwards. Tagliafico. That's a good run down the left. A chance to play it in. Oh, great play! Shot a goal! It's anyone's ball now. And that has been clubbed away. Otamendi. Romero. De Paul. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Porro. The normal. Merino. The normal. Pedri. Howson. And he goes cross-field. Out of play for a throw. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And here's Lautaro Martinez. De Paul. De Paul!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Williams. Montiel with a fine tackle.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's played forward. Nico Williams. Pedri, out to the right. Pedro Porro. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And that was very necessary. That's a throw.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he cuts out the supply. And that's put paid to a promising move. Yamal. Played into space out wide. Pedro Porro. Climbs up big! No, not the best of headers.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Otamendi. Otamendi forwards and with intent. That looks a good ball through. Now it's Martinez. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And here's the Paul. Goes to finish! And that could come back to haunt them.
The Paul really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
The normal. Pedri. Subimendi. Cucurella. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. Otamendi gets over and intercepts.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Fernandez, aim forwards. Pedro Porro, who's set up one goal so far. Romero. McAllister, gently done.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Gets it away. And here comes the corner. And here's and a shot! Oh, he's found support out wide.
Argentina really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Cucurella played towards the other side. Pedri. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Pedro Porro shifted upfield. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Williams. Williams. Cucurella picks it up now. And that has been cleared.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
De Paul. McAllister. Has a look and plays it forward. Lenormand makes the interception. Howson. Lenormand. Merino. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Final seconds, this has to be it. McAllister spread out to the left.
Argentina really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Lenormand. Moved on forwards. Nico Williams chasing after it. Romero. And it's gone back to the keeper. Fernandez. Messi. Montiel shifted upfield. Cucurella. McAllister. Tagliafico. Otamendi.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Lenormand. Pedro Porro. Merino. Howson. Lenormand, gently done. Otamendi. McAllister. Tagliafico. Delivered in. Last last-ditch defending, but that'll do. This could be their final throw of the dice. Messi goes short.
Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And it's Toro. Pedri. Nice interception, well timed. Tagliafico. Otamendi. And it's played forward. Messi. Argentina desperately need a goal, and this could well be... Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now, this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Subimendi. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Howson. Merino. Lenormand forwards and with intent. Spain have got it back and they'll have another go. Cucurella. Added time is up and there goes the whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Argentina never quite got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to counter much sharper opposition. A very poor show.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening.